UFC 231 on December 8th. Headlining is the featherweight champion Max Holloway against number 1 contender Brian Ortega. Co-main event is for the vacant women's flyweight title between Valentina Shevchenko and Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Also got Claudia Gadelha on the card. Jimmy Manuwa versus Thiago Santos. Should be relatively quick. Cowboy Oliveira against Gunnar Nelson. Eric Anders has made it onto this card. And that is the last big one. Y'all want to touch on Oliveira, Gunnar Nelson real quick? Just prediction?
I think we should, just because that's going to be a fight that not many casual fans are going to pay attention to.
Well,
and even a lot of, hardcore MMA fans might not even pay attention to it.
Another SVG clown.
Okay, Gunnar Nelson is not an SVG clown. That is at least most. That mean's a robot. Like, he's not a robot. Like, he shows as little emotion as I've ever seen in a human being.
No, like him and Fedor need to square off one day to see if you can show the least amount of emotion.
Yeah, see who's the least human. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think that needs to be. We need to touch on that at least just real quick because you want to talk about a fight between high-level grapplers. That would be one of them. Gunnar Nelson, great Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu credentials. Of course, he has a huge hand in the Jiu-Jitsu program over at SBG in Ireland. I want to say he also has a camp in Iceland that he goes to. I could be wrong, but I think it might be Camp Mjolnir in Iceland. But nevertheless, amazing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And Cowboy Oliveira, you can easily say the same thing. He's got great Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And both fighters aren't half bad on the feet either.
No, Cowboy's pretty.
I think Cowboy has the advantage because he's shown that he doesn't need to be fully conscious in order to land shots.
Yeah,
he can bandy leg his way through to victory. He can do it.
Right.
I mean, like, you go back to that one fight. I mean, he lost against Yancy Medeiros, but neither of them were really awake for that fight.
Right.
Yeah, he's pretty good. And I think it's a hard fight to call, honestly.
That might be where we were saying how Chris Weidman and Jacare Souza was going to be a fight between two grapplers that didn't go to the ground. I think this is going to be the fight between two grapplers that does go to the ground.
Absolutely.
I think you're about to see a lot of grappling in this fight.
I'm really excited for that.
Yeah. High-level jiu-jitsu.
Just a vague prediction. Who y'all got for this one?
I got Cowboy.
I got Cowboy too.
I got Cowboy as much like Gunnar. I think Gunnar is coming off of 2 losses now. I still got Cowboy. He's been tearing it up lately.
One of those losses though is the Damian Maia, if I'm not mistaken.
It's my personal bias here, but as much as I do have had trouble liking anybody from SBG, I still think Gunnar is pretty talented. I just think that Cowboy has more weapons.
Yeah.
I think Cowboy has more weapons.
Now, what Gunnar does bring to the table, though, is he's got that, if y'all remember, he's got that Conor-esque fighting style. In fact, I want to say he was using it before Conor even came onto the scene. So he's got a very unique style, that sideways karate stance that he uses. I want to say from the right hand, from Orthodox. So that, it might present some challenges for Cowboy, who fights primarily in a Brazilian shootbox style, like a Muay Thai-esque. So he might try to chop at that lead leg as Gunner's coming in, or we could see a early blasted double single leg by Gunnar Nelson, just try to get to the ground, and then a absolute just a seminar in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for the next whole 5 minutes of the fight.
So, who you got for that one?
Yeah, sorry. I'm saying Oliveira. I already said.
Okay. Real quick, Thiago Santos against Jimmy Manuwa. I got Santos winning KO round 1.
Yeah, I got the fans in this fight. I think.
No, definitely. Whoever's watching is winning this.
Yeah. Boy. We were talking about it earlier. This bad boy might not make it out of the first round.
Yeah.
Jimmy Manawa, great power. He's got that excellent boxing. He does not have a chin though. His chin is cracked over time. He's been tested, and he just doesn't possess it anymore. Thiago Santos can absolutely wing punches, and I think Thiago Santos knocks him out in round 1. But I think you could see Jimmy Manuel do the same in round 1 as well.
What about you, Jordan?
No, I agree. I think that Manawa's chin is just degraded, and it's shown over and over again. And I just think that he's near the tail end here. So yeah, I agree with John.
What do you think?
Who, me?
So what's my call for the fight?
Oh, him.
No, I'm talking Justin.
Oh, yeah, no. KO round 1, Santos.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Next up, Claudia Gadelha against Nina Asarov, who, if I am correct, is Amanda Nunes' fiance.
Oh,
If they're not already married. I don't know if they got married.
Claudia is going to pound her face through the freaking mat. That's
I've seen
win by murder by fist.
I've seen the other girl fight a couple times, not enough to form like a really strong opinion. I remember seeing a couple fights. It wasn't anything to write home about.
Nothing stuck out.
But Claudia Gadelha's performances are definitely something to write home about.
And not only that, if Claudia wins, the strawweight division just got real interesting. Because you got Tatiana Suarez, Jessica Andrade. If Joanna ever makes a return, like that's still, even though she's lost to Rose twice, she's still the greatest strawweight in history.
Yeah, and you have Rose Namajunas cowering in a corner.
Okay, so I got Claudia winning that one.
Tatiana Suarez is going to climb that division, take that fucking belt. You heard it here first, folks.
I got Claudia Gadelha winning submission round 2.
I got Claudia winning by TKO round 2.
Round 1 TKO.
Round 1, yeah. Yeah, I was about to say, I take it back. Round 1. I think Claudia Gadelha is just so much better. She's going to destroy this girl. It's going to be bad.
Nasty hands. I'm saying round 1 TKO.
Hinata Moicano versus Mirsad Bektic. I think I got Moicano winning.
I got Moicano as well.
I think submission in the first.
Yeah, that's fair. He came off
Bektic by TKO in round 2.
You got Bektic?
Moicano is coming off a win against who do we know? Is it Kevin Cater?
I feel like it is. I could be wrong.
I want to say it is. I don't remember. I remember he came off a really good win, and he looked just absolutely stunning in his fight. I'm saying Moicano wins this. I don't know, because his striking looks real good too.
You're right. His last fight was against Cater.
It was against Kevin Cater. Okay.
Dude, Mirsad Bektic has had one loss, and it was the craziest loss of all time.
To fucking
the damage.
He got knocked out after absolutely pummeling Darren Elkins. So,
but if you go back and watch it, you can listen to like how perplexed the commentators are during the whole thing, that he kept choosing to go to the ground with that fight, even though he was winning on the feet, and knowing that that's where Darren Elkins is comfortable.
Right.
Well, Darren Elkins, he goes for a lot of submission attempts, but I don't know, man. He was getting decimated on the ground too.
He was, absolutely.
Darren Elkins at no point was winning that fight until the last freaking 30 seconds. So
Mirsad Bektic is the kind of the new big thing over at TriStar Gym in Montreal, Canada.
I did not know he was with TriStar. That's good.
Yeah, he's been under their program for, I want to say, his entire career. That's one of Frost's favorite students over there.
that's why I got him. I got him winning that fight.
Yeah, it's entirely possible.
It is possible. But this should be a good fight, like a really good fight.
Absolutely, this is another fight that not many people are going to know, but I think they're going to know who they are after the fight.
Yeah. No, yeah, and you look at the records. If you look at the records too, Bektic has one loss. He's 13-1, and then Moicano is 13-0 with a draw.
Right, undefeated.
Yeah, so.
I think that if you're a true MMA fan in this fight, even though it's not like the biggest or most hype fight, that you are going to be excited about.
Yeah, and boy, does it shake that division.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Like, because it's pretty top heavy in featherweight, but this could solidify it. Like if you started at the beginning of the year, you thought it was pretty stacked at 145, but it kind of worked itself out to where you know who the top two dogs are in that division, and we're going to talk about them in a second. But these two guys could shake it up too.
And then you got that killer waiting in the wind. Zabit Magomedov, but we'll get into that in another.
Yeah. So good old Zabit. Yeah. And then fingers crossed not to be a dick rider. Good old Shane Burgos.
Beat your ass.
Beat your ass, Magomed Sharipov. That's a t-shirt.
It was more of an homage to the greatest rap song ever made by none other than Tyron Woodley.
All right, we're moving on. Co-main event, flyweight title on the line. Shevchenko or Jacek?
Boy, oh boy. Shevchenko. Yeah.
You're going Shevchenko?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be the wild card here, and I'm gonna say Jacek only because if my wife listens to this and hears that I went against Joanna, she's gonna leave me.
I'm surprised she hasn't done that yet, but no.
Oh yeah, no. Why do you think I'm going? Yeah.
Okay, so I think I really want Joanna to win, and that is not because I'm not a Shevchenko fan. I absolutely love both these girls' fighting styles. They're extremely fun to watch.
It's like going back to the whole DC Derek Lewis fight. Like I like both of them a lot.
Right.
But one of them has to win.
Yeah, I'm definitely rooting for the underdog here, which I thoroughly believe is Joanna Jacek. I think she's not as physically strong as Shevchenko is. Shevchenko's just an absolute monster at 135. I can't even imagine what she looks like at 125 for this fight. I think she already has. I mean, although it was kind of different, it was a long time ago. They do have a kickboxing bout against each other in which Shevchenko won.
3 consecutive kickboxing bouts.
3. Okay, well, yeah, there you go. 3 consecutive matches against each other, Muay Thai style, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was Muay Thai.
Here's what I'm trying to say here. Is not only we all agree Shevchenko's going to win, but I think it's going to be worse than what you guys are making it sound.
I don't think so. I don't think so because Shevchenko is strong, but Joanna's technique is, in my opinion, is unparalleled out of any female fighter.
I think Shevchenko's going to get a knockout.
That is possible. I mean, Rose Namajunas knocked out Joanna.
Right after these two Rose fights, I think, you want to talk about someone getting exposed. She soaks up punches. She really does, and that's starting to wear on her.
But then again, she completely dominated her fight against Tisha Torres afterward. Like she's already fought and is going for a title shot. Go ahead.
No, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm saying like she fought Tisha Torres and won, I believe, unanimous decision. And I don't think she lost a round of that fight. She went and beat Tisha Torres, and now she's going for another title shot. And there's an extreme bias here. Rose still hasn't fought since the second title defense. I'm sorry, since the first title defense.
Right.
And she's not planning to fight until spring.
Right. Well,
it's a completely different mindset of fighter.
Hold on. Shevchenko, in my opinion, should be the 135 champ. Okay.
Yes, I believe she is.
You have to be Brazilian. You have to be Brazilian and or blind, okay, to think that Shevchenko freaking lost to can't think
Amanda Nunes.
Yeah, Amanda Nunes. And I think in my book, I had Amanda Nunes maybe winning one round.
I think I gave her 2.
But Shevchenko won that fight.
Yes.
Okay? You have to be intellectually dishonest to think that Nunes actually won that.
That's true.
So not only did she show that she can hang with somebody bigger with amazing striking, great power, and win. Okay, she's shown that her ground game is not shitty. Her ground game is pretty on point.
No, she submitted Juliana Pena with an armbar.
Yeah.
You guys remember that?
Yeah.
That thing was insane.
Yeah.
Was it Juliana Pena? Was it her or was it? I can't remember. But she had a pretty fantastic submission finish.
And not only that, she beat Holly Holm. Which
Right.
I don't know if anyone's aware. Like, that's kind of fucking hard to do.
Right. And a kickboxer beating another who people thought was the Rousey killer. The best kickboxer that had ever entered that division.
Yeah. Look, I think that her only. I think those losses to the first loss, I agree to Amanda Nunes. I agree that she lost, but the second time, she beat Amanda Nunes' ass.
Right.
Okay? It was Juliana Pena that she got the armbar on, and look, I think that she has more weapons. I think she has a bigger size. I think that her pin is better. I think as much as I love Joanna, and don't feel like I'm hating on her. I'm not. I just don't see her doing.
No, I think we can all agree on that. Even all things considered.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bad fight for Joanna, in my opinion. If you thought Rose Namajunas was bad, step across someone like Shevchenko, man.
You know what though? There's something to be said about Joanna's character and
Oh yeah.
nasty, because this is a fight that several people have dodged.
Yes.
With Shevchenko.
One of them
to include one, quote unquote champion.
Right.
But real quick, before the decision is finalized, Joanna's got only an inch and a half reach disadvantage and is actually taller than Shevchenko. I thought she would have been smaller.
I thought she was too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their records are almost identical.
Yeah, but it's natural body weight.
You're right.
Look at, you know what I mean? Just because, for example, Daniel Cormier is short as shit, but he's a stocky dude.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned Cormier. Because how often have we seen it, just in this past year alone, a fighter go up one weight class, and it's like they're a whole new person. Like, RDA completely decimated Robbie Lawler. What's up?
Yeah.
Well.
And then, like, DC goes up, and he knocks out Stipe on the feet. Who would have thought at all that would have been a possibility?
Right.
Let alone reality.
You say you predicted that fight, you're lying.
Yeah. No one would have predicted that except for, DC when he did, but...
Yeah.
I don't train with him, so...
I was predicting that fight was DC.
Come on, DC!
Alright, so, okay, we're all in agreement there. And next, the fight we've been waiting for a minute.
It hurts my heart because I do love both of these guys for completely different reasons. Like, Max is in my opinion, behind Khabib, is the biggest gangster in the UFC.
Yeah.
He took the Khabib fight on a week's notice and cut 35 pounds to make the fight, and the commission told him no because he took off too much weight.
Yeah.
And then you follow it up with all the I guess you could say stroke scare that they had,
Right.
but it was all concussion based. That's why I'm going Brian Ortega. And before we go ahead and disagree with that, Brian Ortega is also the only guy to knock out Frankie Edgar, and he did it in the first round.
Right.
So again, MMA math, but that's why, in my opinion, Brian Ortega is winning this one.
I am at a crossroads here because I think Brian Ortega is dangerous. But I think Brian Ortega hits an issue when he meets somebody that can push the pace.
Yeah.
And And I want to sit here and pretend like the Frankie Edgar thing is the most badass shit in the world, because it is pretty badass. But Frankie Edgar is not the same Frankie Edgar now that he used to be. Okay? I mean, I'm not saying that he sucks, that he's on a decline, but he's not the old school Frankie Edgar. Okay? I'm trying to remember here. What was who did he go to decision with? That was like a really pretty close fight, right?
Wait, hold on. Who won?
Ortega.
Oh, we're talking about Ortega?
Yeah. I can remember off the top of my head.
Did he win, or was it against? He went. Oh no, it was Clay Guida that I'm thinking about. I think he ended up winning that.
Yeah.
In round 3 or something, like an elbow or a knee or some shit. But
Wait, you said it was the decision?
No, it's not a decision.
Oh.
But what I'm getting at is that he did not have the success like he did against Frankie Edgar in that fight, because Clay Guida is a fucking psycho and was willing to fucking sit there and throw bombs. If I remember correctly, I'm going off of sheer memory here.
Yeah, but Ortega is a smart fighter. What was it? Yeah, he caught Cub Swanson in the guillotine. Not only did he catch him in the guillotine, he let go of it for a split second to get a better grip because he knew that he wasn't going to pull out of it.
Look,
Like, his timing is impeccable.
In my opinion, the only way he wins the fight is by submission. It's the only way. I don't think he's going to be able to knock out Holloway at all.
His boxing's damn good though. I think he's got pretty good boxing coaches. But
I just think that Holloway has the heart and the fucking chin.
here's the it factor for me. I would 100% say Max Holloway. There are two things that keep me from saying 100% Max Holloway though. One is, the Brian Ortega has pulled wins out of nowhere. And every single time he does it, it's like, what just happened?
Yeah, you didn't see it coming. Like,
right, there's that factor, but I think the biggest factor of all is there is some serious medical changes that have happened to Max Holloway.
That scares me. That really does scare me.
He pulled out of a fight pretty recently. I want to say they were talking about his last title defense. He was scheduled to fight and had to pull out for concussive symptoms.
Yeah, that's when people were saying that he had a stroke, but that obviously wasn't true.
Right. Okay. But either way, I mean, the commission saw that he was unable to fight, and that doesn't mean nothing.
Yeah.
And he's been fooling around with his weight, and I think that plays a big deal on your chin and how focused you are for the fight. He's had a lot of time to recover, but I do think that was a big deal, and I don't think it should go overlooked.
And he is also bigger than Brian Ortega, so he's if you want to estimate, he's probably cutting more natural body weight.
Yeah, he cuts a ton of weight to get down there.
Yeah.
The UFC, so just as the UFC, I think did they were doing some kind of effort after people were missing weight so many times. They were trying to figure out whether they should move people based on what their height and body composition was to different weight classes. And I remember seeing that one of the people that if they had actually implemented this formula, one of the people that they would have to move would be Max Holloway, because his body composition is just way too large for that weight class. Which is interesting because I want to say he's never missed weight. He's always been on weight.
I mean, he made weight for the Khabib fight.
Yeah,
and then he only had a week.
Yeah, so I think that.
Who do you think has better cardio?
Well, here's the thing. I just pulled this up, and I was waiting for us to get to this point. Max Holloway's never gone beyond 3 rounds, which surprised the hell out of me. Brian Ortega has done it twice, and both of them were before the UFC. His last time he did it was a split decision, and that was his last fight before the UFC picked him up.
Right.
So neither of these guys have done it in a while.
I think that's and I want to say Brian Ortega hasn't carried anybody up to championship rounds, has he?
No, Brian Ortega. The last time he went 5 rounds or beyond round 3, I should say, was that split decision. The fight before he got signed.
Okay, I thought you were still talking about Max.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, Max has never gone beyond 3.
Right. So, yeah, that's an interesting factor. We don't really know.
Oh, no, I apologize. I was wrong. He did it once against, I don't know, at X1 Champions 3. It was a split decision back in 2011. Dope.
Both of them decisions in the 5th round.
Yeah.
That should tell you something.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that'd be dope.
Yeah, I mean, they may start to fade as time goes, but yeah.
I remember Matt Holloway getting tired against Jose Aldo. Remember?
What?
Yeah, when he was getting. I mean, granted, he was getting tired punching him in the face, but yeah.
Well, that is pretty exhausting.
Yeah.
He was
I think that's
He was tired getting arms out by punching a dude in the face unanswered, but yeah.
That might be the it factor. That might be the one thing that separates the two.
Yeah.
Is their ability to carry out to later round.
Yeah, but that's the other thing. Like Max likes to push the pace, but something from just the fights that I've seen from Brian is he can wait.
Yeah, he's pretty reserved.
Yeah, he'll wait until he gets his shot.
Is you cannot. I don't think Max Holloway will let you reserve yourself.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yes.
Holloway's gonna throw. He's gonna come at you. You can't sit there and wait because
He's gonna throw the damn kitchen sink at you while you try to plan out your moves. So yeah, you know what? I'm thinking everything in mind. I'm still thinking Max Holloway. I'm thinking, God, you know,
This is not one I feel good calling.
No, I don't, because I'm thinking Max Holloway wins this, but if you think about it, we haven't really seen Brian Ortega get his chin tested, and I think that's the only way he puts him away is by TKO. I don't know how it's going to look if he carries him into the 5 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I almost don't want to call it.
If I was a betting man, I wouldn't even bet on this fight.
Yeah, I don't even know how to call it. I think the Vegas odds are going to be
Yeah.
real much.
If you want to, okay, if you want, we can just call who we think's going to win.
Yeah, I'm thinking Max.
That's calling it, and I don't know if I feel.
Oh wow, you're not even going to call it at all.
No, I'm gonna call it.
Oh, okay.
I want to preface before I call it is that I don't feel good calling it. Like
Yeah.
I'm not calling it and being like, yeah, I feel like that's exactly what's gonna happen. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way.
It's me in the moment right now making a guess. So I'm gonna call. Oh man, it feels hard.
Yeah.
Max Holloway.
It's weird. It's weird because I can envision a Brian Ortega win. Like if you told me, okay, Brian Ortega's winning, I'd be like, okay, I know exactly how it's gonna happen. He's either gonna knock him out or he's gonna submit him. But when you say,
as much as I want to say that I don't know if he can knock out Max Holloway, now I take it back.
try to think about Max Holloway winning. I don't know how he does. You know?
Yeah, Ortega definitely does have more tools.
TKO. He can hit by TKO.
Maybe, but have we seen? I don't think we've even seen Brian Ortega's chin get tested.
No, and that's the thing is that if he gets flurry punched in the face, can he roll with it? Can he go the distance? I mean, he got his chin tested somewhat with Clay Guida.
Right.
I mean, but Clay. I mean, it's MMA math. So you know what I mean?
But also at the same time, you could probably assume that Brian Ortega has taken less damage to the head because he's so well-rounded on the ground.
I'm going to go ahead and make my call now. I'm saying Max Holloway, and I'm saying by decision. Man, I don't know if I call decision. I don't even know how the fight's going to end.
No, I was about to say that I was going to go the opposite. I was going to say Brian Ortega by decision.
Yeah.
But I might change my opinion as the time goes on. As I look at because I do a lot of my opinions based on how, like for these big fights like this, how they look in training camp.
Yeah.
How they look with weigh-ins, all that kind of plays a factor. Because if one of them looks like absolute shit, I say